Shit, I'm craving for pancit, pancit canton. I'm craving for that stuff. But goodness, for some messed up reason, I'm craving for that. Maybe because it's cool or something like that. Should be fun. Have to trick the chief those things. But um, for everyone concerned right now. If you are, if you're not, that's fine. You shouldn't either. But just an update. Currently, I am simply chilling. What the hell? Like a villain. So whatever that is, that just messed up everything. I can't record using G-Flow, so I'm using OBS, which is what you're seeing now. Which means a lot more videos that I can post, thanks to the fact that it's low quality video. Wait, would that make more sense? Maybe that's right. So I have quite a lot of movies lately. Quite a lot of movies. So, got a lot of movies currently. My mic, I don't have a mic stand, but this Samsung Meteor mic seems to do the trick. A little bit rough on the receiver, unfortunately. Let's see. So last night I was able to watch. Hearts in Atlantis, a very good movie. Such a touching movie, actually. It's weird because it's a Stephen King movie, and Stephen King's movies are mostly, so Stephen King movies are mostly horror, which I love. I love horror. It's the best, one of the best genres. It depends, but yeah, some movies do vary. But yeah, Stephen King's movies are mostly horror. They depict a lot of, for me, like the human capability and inability. It's like a psychological advancement into how human beings are and what they transform into as situations progress. Just like how any movie shows you what humans are being doing. But horror, for me, maxes it out on a positive note. Regarding that, there's also so Hearts in Atlantis. He also has a movie called Dolores Claiborne, which is pretty good. It's very good. Actually, it's weird. Forgive me for saying actually. It is actually one of the cool movies that he has because it's not horror for one. His non-horror is actually good. His horror is also good. And when you look at Dolores Claiborne, it's a very good movie because it shows how diverse he is as a writer. He mainly focuses on horror because that's his main genre. But he also wrote about Misery is in a way horror, but it's not totally horror. It's horrific for human experience. But that's one. Misery. Dolores Claiborne is pretty good. I also love The Green Mile. The Green Mile, pretty freaking epic. Oh my goodness. Beyond recognitionally epic. I mean, it's just fucking cool. That movie touched a lot of people's hearts, I guess I could say. It's pretty good. It's not insanely. I'm not sure how it was reviewed by everybody else, but I think, as far as Stephen King is concerned, it's one of his awesome works. Non-horror. It's not entirely. There was a horror aspect to it when, spoiler alert, when there was an exorcism that occurred and stuff like that. It wasn't a total exorcism, but yeah, I'm not gonna spoil any movies. So I'm just saying, give my opinion. These movies are pretty good. I haven't seen Cujo. I think I have, but I missed or I forgot about it. I've yet to watch Pet Cemetery because I forgot the old. I watched the old version, but I totally forgot how it went. And there's a new version, so I'm gonna watch that too. I watched Hagazusa, Heathen's Curse, the other day. Weird movie, very weird, but I guess it's an experience. That's what I love about movies. It gives you the experience. It's supposed to be horror. There's also this movie I watched, The Ritual, and before that was The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which was pretty good, very good too. Supernatural stuff. Like you get, when you watch any horror movie, just understand. You have to understand that the horror movie that you're watching is currently. It's not supposed to be rational, so you're not supposed to rationalize everything. It's supposed to be irrational because you're in a situation where the odds are against you. For me, that's horror. Horror is, for example, you get into a situation where you happen to be cursed for no reason. So some movies, like for example, the spoiler alert, the movie I recently watched the review because I wanted to rewatch it, but then I wanted to just watch it quickly. Dead Silence. So that involved a family curse, something like that. So please watch it, rewatch it, or whatever, research on it. But if you, like for example, that's even bad. That's one of the worst things that could happen to you. For example, like, oh my God, your family just found out when you were investigating these murders. For example, somebody you love was murdered, and you don't know why. But then you find out as you go through the mystery of your background or your ancestral ethnic background that you were cursed by whatever. You just found out. So what the hell? Like something like there's a shadow that looms over you when you're in a horror movie that just speaks volumes. It speaks volumes because there's so much going on, and it's unfair because you're the person who happens to be the one who gets plagued or the one who would normally gets taken as a victim. You're not the victim, but you're the prey. The predator is a shadow or a force that is unrelenting. The only way you can stop them is if you know how to stop them. And sometimes, and majority of the time, for people who are in the horror setting, they normally die because sometimes it's lucky if the person is written. Is written into surviving or overcoming the odds, but basically it's not the case. Basically, you get to die, and that's what horror movies are. They're mainly depictions of people. If the main character is involved, it's a depiction of people who are put into they're victims of circumstances. That's it. Like in survival games, in games of survival like Dead Space or Tomb Raider or any other survival game, there's so many. And if you watch those, I think you'll be able to notice that there's so much involved when it comes to the intricate details of how you get to survive. And the weird thing is the people that you're supposed to rescue, they're just there sitting, waiting for you to rescue them, not doing anything at all. Helpless. They're the victims. You're the savior. And that's what happens. It's you're a victim of circumstance. So I think I don't know what else to talk about, but basically I've been looking through a lot of things. I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, there you go. So it X the display capture. Okay, good. So let's see. Okay. It's weird. I'm trying to figure out. Yep. So, okay. That's odd. Maybe one of the games interfered with how it's supposed to be. Anyways, so today, yeah. So let's see what else is happening. Yeah. So this is probably going to be like a vlog of some sort, or sort of like a podcast as to how all of this plays out because of what's currently happening. What's going to happen is that I'm probably just going to upload this and not do any edits. This is me simply just talking to you guys and letting you know that, yeah, I'm doing good. Weather here is a little erratic. It's a little undecided as to what it really wants, because it's mainly, I like the play of how the weather goes, because it seems to be sunny, it seems to be, it seems to be rainy. It's also looking sunny, but yeah, regarding everything else, we're pretty good. If you guys have any questions to ask, I'll be posting more games. Yeah, so I'll be posting a few more games. I think I have a lot more time today to do some other things, but we'll see how that goes. I've been playing Diablo 2, so it's been pretty fucking awesome. It's like it's like a discovery of one of my favorite RPG games. Like, I've always wanted that, but now that I have a better way to do it, I can play and do whatever. And basically, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know down below. I posted something regarding your prayers aren't enough and video games are not to blame, because video games are not to blame. This is my opinion, but I really believe that it's not to blame. I've been playing video games since I was a kid, but you don't see me shoot up any schools. Obviously, you're gonna say, "Oh, but you're not." I know. Guess what? Too bad. But video games are not to blame. Why do you blame? Why do people in power like to blame other things instead of blaming themselves for taking ownership for what's happening? Right? I don't get it. But yeah, my stance is that it's not that. Look, yeah, your prayers may be enough, for your opinion. For me, I believe there's something more that you can do. I believe there's a call to action, even more with all these shootings. And don't forget that I could be just skeptical or very suspicious, but in relation to the shootings, don't forget that if there is a shooting, there could be a possibility that there's grand and massive news supposed to break free. And if that's the case, do your research, look for news that is also out there, and do your part in making sure that we're educated and that people know what they're doing, are mentally stable, are, do something to help the community in anywhere, any place that you are. Hate does not work. Hate is anger is a gift, but hate is definitely not as good as it should be. It's not as good as it's portrayed. It doesn't work. Okay? You're not gonna save. They're not saving lives. You're taking it. Please stop the killings. Yeah. If you're listening, if you're watching this right now and you got to this point, I appreciate it. Just know that I do care, and I don't want to apologize for saying that prayers are not enough, because they're not. You should do something. You should do something in your life, in your small daily routinely life, to make it a possibility for people to be educated, to know that this is not okay, and that they should also do something in their community. Help out, reach out. Don't just pray. It's like, I'm a little ticked, but when you look at it, prayer is like, it's like, yeah, you're in a hospital, you're a nurse, and you know what to do, but you just have to pray. So how does that help? It's not gonna, whatever your argument is, have fun with it. But I'm not here to argue. Talk to the wall if you want to argue, okay? Besides that, so I'm probably going to end with that. If you have any questions, let me know. I will have more content I guess, now that I'm a little freer. So yeah. Cool. If you guys have any questions, comment below. I appreciate everybody who came out to reach this part of the video. And if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment down below. Yeah, I'm not doing challenges. No thanks. Peace out.